Welcome back to Salt Lake Community College. Robert Lovell with you alongside Curtis Marsh on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom. We move on now to the boys at Consolation bracket games, and we have a matchup that many people, at least in southern Utah, thought might be a semifinal matchup with number 1 Enterprise and number 4 South Sevier squaring off in this Consolation semifinal game. This is the Snow College pregame show. Did you know that Snow College has the lowest tuition rate in the state? On average, you'll pay half as much as Snow. You have to pay the bigger schools. Low tuition, ranked number 1 for student success. That's what we call a great value. Learn more at snow.edu. And Curtis, as you take a look at this matchup, they split in the regular season. Should be a fun one here. And the question is always is, who's going to come back after losing in the quarterfinals, and how are you going to respond on day 2?
Yeah, it's going to be a battle of resilience for sure. But both games were just tremendous games. In Monroe, overtime.
Yep.
And the game down in Enterprise was just a classic. So I don't know. We're going to find out some of these games when you come in a little maybe disappointed, maybe take a little bit of time to get going, but still a lot to play for, and we'll see which team wants to get it tonight, get to the Consolation Championship tomorrow, but they know each other well, right?
Yes, they do. They know each other really well. Does Enterprise and South Sevier, as we get ready now for this game's opening at tip-off. And we've got a great matchup here for you. Throughout the game, we will be looking for our South Sevier Pizza Hut player of the game. We appreciate Pizza Hut and their sponsorship. Check out tasty pizza specials at your Richfield Pizza Hut. The big dinner box will feed your family with 2 one-topping pizzas and 2 sides for $25.99. Order at pizzahut.com. So we've got the 2 girls teams in the 5th and 6th place game tomorrow. And again, that will feature the Parowan Rams and the North Sevier Wolves. And now looking for the 2 boys teams that will play in that 5th and 6th place game tomorrow morning here at Salt Lake Community College. And one of these 2 teams will advance to that. One will have their season come to an end. And it's time now for the starting lineups for these 2 squads. And we'll start things off first off with the designated visiting team. And that is the 4th-seeded South Sevier Rams. With those starters, here is Curtis Marsh.
And they'll start with the 4 seniors, starting with number 2, Emilio Miramontes, along with number 3, Riley Barney. Number 5 is Ridge Tebbs, and number 21 is Keegan Heath. The lone sophomore, number 22, is Maxton Bastian, coached by Coach Carson Christensen, and they are in their road black uniforms tonight with red trim.
So there's the starters for the, again, designated visiting team. That is the South Sevier Rams, the 4 seed here in this 2A state tournament. And now the starters for the designated home team at this game, the top-seeded Enterprise Wolves. First off for Enterprise, wearing number 1 is a junior guard, Brady Crouch. Wearing number 5 is a sophomore center, Trayson Whitman. Wearing number 12 is a junior guard, Dax Hunt. Ring number 14 is a senior forward, Tice Staley. And ring number 40 is a senior center, Austin Thomas, for the Enterprise Wolves. They will be in their home whites with the blue letters and numbers, blue and gold trim down and around the sides of their jerseys. And again, they are coached by Bud Randall, are the Enterprise Wolves. So South Sevier will be going left to right across your radio dial, TV, and computer screen, and Enterprise will be going right to left. And as we get ready for the Chisholm Dentistry opening tip-off, any keys to the game, Curtis?
Well, I think you look at this matchup, and in the first game where Enterprise won in overtime, they controlled the paint. And Whitman and Thomas scored 28 points combined and controlled that. In the South Sevier win in Enterprise, those 2 scored 11. Yeah. So I'd say that South Sevier is going to have to control Whitman and Thomas on the boards if they're going to come away with the win tonight.
It'll be Whitman jumping it for Enterprise and Bastian for South Sevier, the 2 sophomores. Tip is up. It'll be controlled by Whitman into the backcourt. Brady Crouch has it for the Wolves. Picked up by Riley Barney. Barney comes out on him tight. Right wing it goes to Hunt. High post now to Thomas, guarded by Heath. Thomas dribbles right to left, taken away by Barney on the drive. Barney will slow things down and get it over to Miramontes. Now back to Barney up top. Off the screen by Tebbs. Tebbs wearing number 15 today. Yeah. Not sure what the reason is for that. Up top to Miramontes. Left wing to Heath. Heath going to dribble left to right. Kicks out to Barney. Barney dribbles in. Kicks it back out to Tebbs. Pump fake. Not there. Hands off to Heath. Skips it over to Bastian. Ashton up top to Miramontes. He'll take the deep straightaway three and knocks it down. A Mesa Machinery three-pointer, and South Sevier strikes first.
Good start and get Emilio on track early.
Ty Staley high on the left side, goes to the wing to Hunt. Hunt going to dribble in left to right, spins against Tebbs, nearly shook him, but able to get it passed out. Now up top, Hunt has it, hands off to Crouch. 7 minutes to go in the quarter, 3-0, South Sevier. Crouch up the screen, steps through and hands off in the corner to Staley. Down the lane to Thomas, working on Heath, backing him down, creates space, puts it up, blocked by Heath. Ball's loose, Thomas has it, stripped by Tebbs. Tebbs took a swipe across the face, Thomas ends up grabbing the basketball, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Enterprise, so South Sevier ball.
So 2 turnovers, but Keegan Heath was outstanding, and Ridge took a shot to the nose, it looks like, and but started with Heath right there defensively.
So they're going to bring Stockton Roberts into the game for Ridge Tebbs. Looks like he might be having a bloody nose over there as he left the floor. So Stockton's dad, Lance, assistant coach, will go check on Tebbs, try to get that taken care of. We've got to wipe the floor up as well. And apparently Riley Barney's going to be the one that wipes the floor up.
I guess,
so.
You're a senior, you got to do it all, right?
That's right. So Riley Barney gets on his knees and starts wiping the floor up. Typically, the arena would have somebody to do that, but apparently not this morning.
I know some seniors that might tell some guys on that bench a couple of words, right?
6:43 to go in the first quarter here. 3-0 is your score. South Sevier the lead and the basketball.
We will find out why Ridge is going with 15. I don't know if it's a family situation, honoring somebody he knows, but
or if he just forgot his jersey.
That could be a reason. You never know with kids, right?
That's right. We've seen it before, that's for sure. Up top is Barney, left wing to Miramontes. Off the screen by Heath. Nothing on the roll. Comes up top to Bastion, right wing Barney. Thought about the shot. Looked for the slip screen, not there. Comes left wing to Roberts. He'll step into a three from the left side. Knocks it down. A Mesa Machinery three-pointer. Stockton Roberts.
2 for 2. I'm not sure they made 2 last night.
No.
But 2 for 2 tonight for South Sevier.
Back the other way now come the Wolves. Dax Hunt in the short corner. Goes out to the wing to Staley. Up top to Crouch. Crouch goes to high post. Now to the short corner to Whitman. Into the corner to Staley. Staley comes off the screen, gets cut off on the drive by Roberts, hands off to Hunt. He'll shoot the three, short off the rim, backside rebound, Bastion. Miramontes down the floor to Heath, up ahead to Roberts. On the right wing in a fake right, drives into the left hand. Out to Miramontes, up top Heath. Right side Bastion. He'll rise to the long two, air ball hard, backside rebound, Barney spins in the lane, puts it up against Staley, got it to go off the front of the rim.
Boy, 3 for 4 offensively for South Sevier, and they're moving the ball.
8-0. South Sevier jumps on top of Enterprise here in this consolation game. Crouch going to drive right. Pull up 15-footer. Got cut off. Kicks it over to Whitman. And he'll shoot the long two. And Trayson Whitman knocks it down to get Enterprise on the board.
Well, and they needed something right there to get him going a little bit. And good-looking sophomore.
Barney brings it up the floor. 5:15 to go in the first quarter. Right wing to Roberts, guarded by Staley. Off the screen by Bastion, hesitates, going to dribble in right to left, scoop with the left hand, and a foul called. Free throws coming for Stockton Roberts.
Very assertive. And
foul on Ty Staley is his first, team's first.
Stockton's just really grown into the position, and his teammates have responded and to get in the ball and
gets the bounce on the first free throw from the Utah Independent Bank free throw line. He has 4 points to lead all scores. They'll bring Trayson Randall in the game now. Will Enterprise for Austin Thomas.
Replacing Austin Thomas.
Quick start. South Sevier only scored 9 in the first quarter yesterday, and they got 10 in the first less than 3 minutes here today.
Roberts makes the next one, and now Barney gets the steal, but going to be called for the reach-in. So first foul on Barney, first team foul on South Sevier. Hunt to inbound to Crouch. Barney guarding him tight in the backcourt, able to get the pass in as Crouch brings it down the floor. In a crossover, drives into the left hand, cut off on the free throw line, lost the basketball, able to regather it, and a foul will be called. It's going to go on Max and Bastion. That's his first, team's second.
And Brady kind of lost control of the ball, and really Bastion just didn't need to reach, right?
Austin Thomas back into the game for Trayson Whitman for Enterprise. On the near sideline, Hunt passes into Crouch on the volleyball line. Goes right wing to Thomas. Comes off the screen and hands back to Crouch. Kicks it right wing to Randall. He'll set for three. Nothing but net on the Mason Machinery three-pointer for Trayson Randall.
That's a big shot, and Enterprise very capable hitting that shot.
10-5 your score. South Sevier on top on the Alvey Lumber scoreboard. 4:35 to go in the first quarter. Barney goes right wing to Roberts. Off the screen by Heath. Gets cut off, and Ty Staley will be called for his second foul as he ran into Roberts. And that'll be South Sevier ball on the baseline. So Trayson Whitman right back into the game for Staley. Barney will inbound underneath for the Rams. They lob out for Miramontes on the three-point line. He'll rise for the long two, short off the rim. Bastion the offensive rebound. Tried to do a power dribble and lost it out of bounds.
Well, he's got those hops. He can get up in the air. He's long, and did everything, but just came down and turned it over. He's just going to be a good player, isn't he, Robert?
Yes, he is.
Just going to be a rebounding machine.
10-5, South Sevier leads by 5. Up ahead to Dax Hunt, left open. He'll take the three from the wing. Short off the rim, high rebound. Barney has it for South Sevier. Able to save it into Miramontes. Down the floor to Heath. Heath on the right wing. Goes down the lane to Bastion. Works his way into Whitman. Backs him down. Now kicks it back out to Heath. Heath drives right side. Hands back to Bastion. Up top to Roberts. Roberts fakes right. Going to drive left. Got cut off. And it comes out to Heath. Heath off the screen. Dribbles into the left hand. Goes out to Roberts. Picked up by Crouch. Going to drive into the right side. Now behind the back comes up to Miramontes. Miramontes going to drive right side. Puts it up as he hangs in the air off the glass. No good. Randall the rebound for Enterprise. Able to get it over to Crouch. Pass up ahead. Keegan Heath jumps the passing lane, and he'll be called for the foul as they came into the body of Austin Thomas.
Brady does a good job pushing the ball that time.
Kenyon Okerlund into the game for South Sevier for Riley Barney, and Ridge Tebbs back in for Emilio Miramontes.
Returning to the South Sevier lineup, number 15, Ridge Tebbs.
Crouch to inbound.
Also in the lineup, number
Gets it into Randall. Goes left to right across the lane. Pump fake, tries an up and under, not there. Comes up top to Crouch. Guarded by Okerlund. Goes left side to Randall. Out now to Thomas. Thomas going to dribble with the left hand. Out to Randall. Pump fake on the three. One dribble, pull up 15-footer. Off the rim, no good. Thomas tries to put back. No good, but he's fouled, and free throws coming for Austin Thomas.
I think Keegan's going to pick up the foul.
Number 22,
Maxim Bastion instead. That'll be his second.
Yeah. Shooting 2 shots will be Austin Thomas.
Going to go with Abraham off the bench, and
Thomas makes the first one from the Utah Independent Bank free throw line to pull within 4. As Curtis mentioned, Abraham into the game for Maxim Bastion.
you know, Austin knows a little bit about getting hit in the nose. We saw that earlier this year, right?
Yeah.
Took quite a shot.
Second free throw, no good, but Dax Hunt the offensive rebound for Enterprise. He'll drive in against the Heath, draws the foul, no good on the shot, and Keegan Heath picks up his second foul.
Yeah, the foul's starting to add up right now.
So they're going to bring Miramontes right back into the game. Will Coach Christensen for South Sevier. Dax Hunt at the free throw line. Utah Independent Bank, Salina, Monroe, Beaver, and Milford. Hometown people, hometown spirit as Hunt misses the first free throw. Miramontes into the game for Keegan Heath. 3:16 to go in the first quarter. 10-6. South Sevier leads Enterprise on the Alvey Lumber scoreboard. Second free throw, or the second one, in and out. Miramontes the rebound. Out to Okerlund. Down the left side of the floor he comes. Comes out to Miramontes on the volleyball line. Right wing now to Tebbs. Into the corner to Okerlund. Fakes a handoff. Now going to dribble in right to left. Kicks it over to Miramontes. Into the corner to Tebbs. He'll set for three. In and out. Rebound to Thomas for Enterprise. Down the floor, Crouch. Crosses over. Works his way to the left wing. Picks it up. Looking high post for Whitman. Able to get it to him on the left junction. Working on Roberts. Drives left side. Got past him. Misses the layup hard. Got his own rebound on the backside. Turnaround 8-footer. Off the glass. No good. Tebbs the rebound for South Sevier. He'll push the pace. Up ahead to Carter Abraham. Left to right. High off the glass. Counted and he's fouled. Abraham the bucket and the chance of the three-point play.
A good kick-out pass from Ridge, and Good job, Carter, running the floor.
First foul on Brady Crouch. Third team foul on Enterprise. 12-6 South Sevier. They can push the lead back to 7 here at the Utah Independent Bank free throw line. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Thomas. Crouch up ahead to Randall. Guarded by Miramontes. Down the lane to Whitman. Working on Roberts. Turnaround shot off the glass and in.
Boy, he's just physically a load down there. Strength and...
Right side high is Miramontes. Slip screen, nothing there. Comes up top to Okerlund. Going to drive right, hands to Roberts on the wing, guarded by Hunt. He's going to dribble right to left in the lane, spins, scoop with the right hand, off the glass and in. Roberts with a game-high 7.
Well, put that in the highlight film right there. And ooh.
Crossover by Crouch. Goes left wing to Randall. Into the corner to Hunt. Quick pass into Thomas. Working on Abraham. Spins against him. Off the glass. No good. Rebound tipped up. And Whitman grabs it for Enterprise. And then he has the ball stripped, and a foul will be called. It's going to go against South Sevier.
I think on Emilio, but is that who they gave it to?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
His first.
Right now, Whitman and Thomas get in the position they want. And
Substitution for South Sevier, number 3,
Riley Barney back in for South Sevier as Okerlund comes out and Colton Segmiller comes in for Enterprise. Brady Crouch on the left wing. Guarded tight by Roberts. Skips it over to Randall. Into the corner to Thomas. Back up top to Crouch. Crouch going to fake right, drives left, kick to the wing, get to Randall for 3. Ooh. Just snuck it over the front of the rim for the Mason Machinery three-pointer. He has 6. Back to a 3-point game.
That's 2 big threes for Randall.
Ridge Tebbs able to pull the nose plugs out.
Yeah, we've seen Dax Hunt shoot that ball well for Enterprise in the past, and that kind of opens that inside game for him up.
Miramontes will walk it across the timeline. Hands off to Barney up top. Barney off the screen. Dribbles left. Cut off by Whitman. Up top to Tebbs. Pump fake as Thomas comes out on him. Back to the corner to Barney. He'll drive baseline. Nice pass to Abraham. Little baby hook with the right hand. No good. Tipped out by Abraham on the rebound. Barney has it. Out to Miramontes. He'll pump. Goes left side for Abraham, who is setting a screen, so hit him in the back. And now Segmiller coming the other way. Barney knocks it away from behind out of bounds. Enterprise basketball.
He came in there and tipped that ball out and then slid from the foul line all the way to the baseline. And
1:05 to go in the first quarter on the Ivy Lumber scoreboard. South Sevier 14, Enterprise 11. Randall inbound to the far sideline. Comes into Crouch in the corner, guarded by Barney. Ball poked out of bounds by Barney, and it'll remain Enterprise basketball. They'll bring Dax Hunt back into the game. Will the Wolves for Brady Crouch.
Coach C caught the ball. He's still got some hands, Robert.
That's right. Randall up top to Segmiller. Nearly lost it. Passes now to Thomas. Thomas in the volleyball line. Hands to Hunt. Under a minute to go. Hunt crosses over. Drives right. Cut off by Abraham on the help defense. Goes left side behind Segmiller, who is cutting to the corner out of bounds. An Enterprise turnover. 51.6 seconds to go in the first quarter. 3-point South Sevier lead on the Ivy Lumber scoreboard. Barney walks it up. Dax Hunt picks him up at the timeline. Barney spins against him. Now high post, it goes up top to Abraham. Takes a couple of handoffs. Now he gives to Miramontes. Top of the key. Goes left side to Tebbs off the screen. Pump fake. Tebbs looking to drive baseline. Nothing there. Comes back out to the wing. Barney has it. 16 seconds in the shot clock. He tries to go to Abraham, who went to set a screen again. Abraham, though, able to catch it this time and gather. Drift past to Roberts. Left wing out of Barney. Sets for 3. High arch. Round the rim. No good. Rebounds on the ground. Miramontes tips it over to Ridge. Tebbs for the right side layup is good.
Boy, just the awareness to know where his guys are. He's falling down, just tips it to an open guy.
Dax Hunt gets it inside to Thomas, backing down Abraham, puts it up too hard off the glass, backside rebound Roberts. 5 seconds to go in the quarter, up ahead to Tebbs. He'll drive in against Randall, puts it up off the glass, misses it off the rim, and that'll be how the first quarter comes to an end on the Ivy Lumber scoreboard. South Sevier 16, Enterprise 11 in this 2A consolation game on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Zions Bank proudly supports our local communities and schools. We've been providing families and businesses with banking tools and stellar service for nearly 150 years. For helping you achieve your financial goals, Zions Bank is for you.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
The big rig trucks of Robinson Transport of Salina have been rolling down Utah Highway since the 1940s, supplying the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. They're a family-owned business that supports the community. Robinson Transport also has a division that offers all types of cement work, gravel, and decorative rock. If you'd like to join the trustworthy team of Robinson Transport drivers or need cement work, call 435-529-7472, 529-7472, or upload your application online at RobinsonTransportUtah.com. Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Start of the second quarter brought to you by Chisholm Family Dentistry, providing cosmetic and preventive dental care, whether you need a regular checkup, cleaning, or corrective work. Trust Chisholm Dentistry at 435-527-3555. 5-point South Sevier lead after the first quarter. Your takeaway from the first 8 minutes, Curtis?
Well, I didn't see the residual kind of disappointment. Did you? I thought they both came out maybe a little bit for Enterprise,
yeah.
But both teams seem to be well into this one to me.
You know, these are two teams that know each other well enough. You know they don't want to lose this last game to each other.
They don't. There's a little pride on the line. And
South Sevier turnover on the entry pass by Stockton Roberts. Brady Crouch high on the left side, goes to the wing to Thomas. Looking in for Whitman, now up top to Randall. Right side high to Hunt. Whitman on the block, backing down Miramontes. Spins, finish with a left hand. Trayson Whitman now with 6.
Just tough matchup, right? Just strength-wise, you know, and kind of reminds us of the matchups yesterday. Just strength on strength. And
Barney picks up his dribble, comes left side high to Miramontes. Off the screen, he's going to drive in. Kicks it out to Roberts on the pop. Now comes up top to Abraham. Hands to Barney. Defense sagging. Thought about the shot. Now pops it over to Abraham. Back out to Roberts. Turn around. Long 2 on the way. Off the back of him, no good. High rebound. And Hunt has it for Enterprise. They can pull within 1 or even tie here. Randall steps into a shot. Nope. They're going to go inside to Whitman instead. Now to Crouch. Top of the key 3. In and out. Thomas the rebound. Out to Hunt. Pump fake on the shot. He works his way to the free throw line. 15-foot jump shot and knocks it down. 1-point game.
Yeah, offensive rebounds right now kind of trending to the Wolves.
Riley Barney brings it up for South Sevier. 6:32 to go in the first half. 16-15 Rams. On the Ivy Lumber scoreboard, right side, they go now left side to Tebbs. Pick and roll with Abraham, threw it behind him, and it's off his hand, picked up by Randall. Randall down the right side of the floor, cut off by Barney, takes the bump, and an offensive foul is called as Barney draws the charge, and Randall picks up his first foul.
Just good hustle play by Riley getting back, and we're going to see
Brace Brindley into the game for Carter Abraham. Ty Staley also comes back into the game with those 2 fouls. Thomas comes out for the Wolves. Barney brings it across the timeline. 6:10 to go in the half. Right wing Roberts. Up top to Miramontes. Thought about the shot. Now dribbles right side in the lane. Got cut off. Nice bounce pass across to Brindley. No good on the shot, but free throws coming for Brace Brindley. Miramontes' ability to stop right there and make that pass was really impressive as Staley was there ready to take the charge.
Great feel for the game. And
Brady Crouch picks up his second foul as Brace Brindley knocks down the first one from the Utah Independent Bank free throw line. And Colton Segmiller into the game for Trayson Randall.
Both teams shuffling players in. And
second one from Brindley. Good. 2 points now for Brindley. 18-15. South Sevier the lead. Brady Crouch will bring it up the floor for the Wolves. Guarded by Riley Barney. Works his way to the right side. Bounces on the wing to Hunt. Into the corner they go to Staley. High post to Segmiller. 15-footer on the way. Rattles it in. Back to a 1-point game.
Back and forth we go. South Sevier never trailed in this game.
Right side they go to Miramontes. Guarded by Staley. Out to Roberts. Now to Barney. Left side into the corner they go to Tebbs. Thought about the long 2. Now comes the wing to Roberts. He'll rise for 3. Knocks it down. A Mesa Machinery 3-pointer. Stockton Roberts with a game-high 10. Brady Crouch up top. Right wing to Hunt. Goes high post to Segmiller. Now out to Staley. Guarded by Brindley. 5:07 to go in the half. 21-17 South Sevier. Crouch up top. Left wing to Hunt. High post to Staley. Going to drive right side against him. Spins down the lane. Fade away from 6 feet. No good. Got his own rebound. Goes back up off the glass too hard that time. And Hunt with the offensive rebound now for Enterprise. Out to Crouch. He'll take the three. Nails it. His first points.
And the offensive board's right now a big issue right now for South Sevier. 3 shots on that possession, and they've capitalized on multiple offensive rebounds.
Barney off the screen. Goes right wing to Brindley. Now they swing it left side to Miramontes for 3. In and out. Rebound tipped out, and it's in the corner. Brindley picks it up for South Sevier. Up top to Tebbs. Deep straightaway 3. Off the rim, no good. Barney the backside rebound for the Rams. Down the lane to Tebbs. Got inside. Whitman blocked and a foul called. And Ridge Tebbs will head to the Utah Independent Bank free throw line to shoot 2 as Trayson Whitman will pick up his first.
That time offensive rebounds for the Rams. So
That's the 16th.
A couple of good looks missed there by South Sevier, but free throws coming for Ridge Tebbs.
And in and out. Boy, both close shots.
Yeah. Tebbs makes the first one. Austin Thomas into the game for Trayson Whitman, and Kenyon Okerlund back in for Riley Barney for South Sevier.
So right now for South Sevier, the 3 sophomores.
Second one, good. Got the bounce, did Tebbs. He has 4 points. 3-point South Sevier lead, 23-20, 4:13 to go in the first half. Left side high is Crouch, guarded by Okerlund. Picks up his dribble, looking for Thomas, being double-teamed. He goes high post to Segmiller. Segmiller faces up, now lobs to Thomas. Steps out to the wing, hands off to Hunt. Hunt one dribble, slip screen inside to Thomas. Right corner to Staley, sets for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by Roberts for South Sevier. Up the floor looking for Tebbs, taken away by Staley out of the air. Staley comes left side to Thomas. Backs down Miramontes. Wave it off. Offensive foul is the call as Miramontes draws the charge. Austin Thomas will pick up his first.
That last transition basket, he had Kenyon Okerlund for a layup. Went to Tebbs, got it stolen, but
Trayson Randall back in for Enterprise. Segmiller comes out.
So South Sevier will shoot the rest of the quarter.
Yep, both teams will. Right side is Tebbs, goes to the wing to Brindley. Off the screen by Roberts, nothing on the roll, picks it up, tries to pass up top, got tipped, but Okerlund ran it down, and he's fouled. And so Okerlund will go to the line to shoot 1-1 for South Sevier.
Good hustle for
the foul will be on Trayson Randall.
That could have been a turnover easy. And
Number 22, Trayson Randall. It's his second. The 8th team foul.
So Okerlund steps up to the Utah Independent Bank free throw line. Loan decisions are made right here in town. Utah Independent Bank, Salina, Monroe, Beaver, and Milford. Here's the front end of the 1-1 for Okerlund. Off the back of the rim, no good, and the rebound to Hunt for Enterprise. 3-point South Sevier lead, Enterprise ball. Up top is Hunt. Left wing to Crouch. Looking inside. Now dribbles in. Pull up 15-footer. Off the back of the rim, no good. Hunt the offensive rebound. Steps to the defense. He'll go back up. Countered and he's fouled. Dax Hunt. The opportunity for the 3-point play.
Chance to tie it right here at the line. And
Foul on number 2, Emilio
Miramontes picks up his second for South Sevier.
The 7th team foul. At the regional.
Hunt's 0 for 2 from the line of the game. Here's the and one. Got the bounce on that one. That ties the game for the first time. Hunt has 5. 23-23. Ridge Tebbs across the timeline. Guarded tight by Dax Hunt. Bounces right junction to Miramontes. Hands off to Tebbs. Got left open. He'll pull it for the long 2. Nothing but net. 6 for Tebbs.
good shot for Ridge. And South Sevier just hasn't given up the lead, right?
Left side, Hunt has it. Goes inside to Staley. Staley got Brindley into the air, and Brindley came down on top of him. So 2 free throws coming for Ty Staley from the Utah Independent Bank free throw line. Brace Brindley will pick up his first.
Number 14, Brace Brindley of South Sevier. His first. The 18th ball. At the free throw line.
Staley looking for his first point.
Will be Ty Staley.
First free throw, in and out and drop back in.
Substitutions. Number 3.
Into the game for South Sevier, Riley Barney, Max and Bastion, Okerlund and Brindley will come out. And Trayson Whitman back in for Enterprise as Randall leads. Second free throw, good. Tied back up. 2:45 to go in the half. Tied at 25 on the Alvey Lumber scoreboard. Alvey Lumber and Manti and Monroe, where the wood is good and so is the hardware. Up top is Tebbs. Guarded by Hunt. Goes left wing to Miramontes. Miramontes holding now into the corner to Bastion. Bastion works his way around. Goes for the corner and stolen by Brady Crouch on the pass. Crouch coming the other way. Doesn't have numbers, so he slows it down. Now goes right wing to Hunt. Guarded by Bastion. Out to Whitman. Now to Crouch on the wing. Enterprise looking for their first lead. Dax Hunt for the straightaway three. Knocks it down. A Mesa Machinery three-pointer, and Enterprise has the lead for the first time.
Well, and he's a player that can really go off. We've seen it, Robert, right?
He's got 8 points here in the second quarter. Barney up top, guarded by Crouch. Goes left wing to Miramontes. Get a fake left, drives right, gets in the lane, pull up 14-footer, nails it. Miramontes with 5.
Good response, and ooh.
Crouch the other way, able to shake Barney. Pass inside for Whitman, and a foul will be called on Max and Bastion. That's his third. Coach Christensen saying that there should have been a push-off on Crouch.
South Sevier foul on number 22, Max and Bastion. It's his third.
It'll send Trayson Whitman to the line to shoot 1-1. Colton Segmiller back in for Enterprise as Staley comes out. They'll bring Keegan Heath in for Max and Bastion for South Sevier.
Number 21, Keegan Heath, replacing Max and Bastion.
1 point Enterprise lead, 28-27 your score. Here's the front end of the 1-1.
Ooh.
Didn't even hit the rim, so that'll stop the clock. It will blow the whistle and be South Sevier ball.
So biggest lead of the game right now for Enterprise is 3.
Tebbs will bring it up for South Sevier. See directs traffic. Picked up by Hunt. Comes out to Barney, right side high. Barney over to Miramontes. Into the corner to Roberts. Hands off back to Tebbs. Tebbs going to dribble in. Goes right side at 2. And Miramontes steps in for the long 2. Knocks it down. Miramontes now with 7. And I believe that should be 31-30 South Sevier.
Yeah, I think
they missed the last basket by Emilio.
I think they did too. And silky smooth by Emilio, right? I don't think they're up 3, right?
I think it's 1. I think South Sevier's now up 1. Dax on the other end for 3 off the back of them, no good. High rebound, tipped out, and a foul will be called. It's going to go against, if it's on Emilio Miramontes, that'll be his third, and it looks like that's going to be the case. Yes, it is. Miramontes picks up his third.
That's a big foul right there. So you got both Maxon and Emilio with 3.
So now they've taken a basket away from Enterprise. They've got the score right. Enter 1 point lead for South Sevier.
Okay.
At the line, in and out on the front end of the 1-1. Whitman, though, the rebound. He'll go back up, and he draws another foul on Keegan Heath. That's his third, so Whitman will shoot 2 free throws.
So, boy. So that's
3 with 3 fouls for South Sevier in the first half.
And in 2 possessions. That's happened in the last minute. So
29-28, South Sevier leads. We're going to bring Carter Abraham back into the game. Now the refs are having a discussion.
And how much is that is just the size deficit, right?
Right.
We saw that in the game yesterday a little bit. And basketball's about matchups. And sometimes you just play a team that's it's a tough matchup, just physically, right?
They brought all 3 officials in now. I'm not sure what the discussion is. They're going to go talk to Coach Randall and to Coach Christensen.
So usually maybe they're going to reverse this foul. I don't know.
I don't think they're going to reverse the foul. I wonder if they're talking about the time of the clock maybe, or who the shooter is. They're going to bring Segmiller to shoot instead of Whitman.
Well, he's already missed 1, so can't let him reshoot. So is the foul on the screener? Is that what they're saying?
Well, they went for the shot.
Right.
Or the rebound, and they're just saying
Okay.
Miramontes fouled Segmiller, not Whitman. They're still trying to get it figured out.
Well,
no, that was earlier. So this is the foul on Keegan Heath.
So this is the
you're right.
third foul, right?
Yeah, this is the foul from Keegan Heath on Whitman, who was going up for the shot.
Okay.
Coach Christensen doesn't agree with the conversation he's having with the official.
Do we have a replay on that, Nate, right there? We get the Masters right here with us, right? on that last play. Do we have that?
Coach Christensen continues to shake his head at the officials. Now they're going to just send both teams to their benches as they try to figure out.
So
59 seconds to go in the first half. 29-28. South Sevier leads Enterprise. Enterprise at the free throw line. We think. Somebody is.
we think who it is, we don't know.
There's the shot. So we've got the rebound by Whitman. Then he goes back up, and that's where the foul comes in. Segmuller's clear out here, so it shouldn't be Segmuller. It should be Whitman shooting.
Should be 5.
And it's the 10th team foul, so it's 2 free throws regardless.
So they got the wrong guy.
But they are going to bring Segmuller to shoot him.
They're calling it technical.
This is his third personal foul. Shooting one shot will be Colton Segmiller.
I don't know why he's shooting him without the line, because there's not a. They haven't shown there was a technical by any means. And Coach Christensen saying Whitman's the one that should be shooting, not Segmuller. And I don't understand why they've emptied the lane. I don't know what's going on here.
No, that's technical foul. I don't know. So now wipe that off.
And Coach,
well, it was a good shot for Colton, but it's not going to count.
I wonder if what happened
resulted in a technical. I don't know.
Well, I don't think it was a technical, because you get 2 free throws for a technical. As Whitman makes that free throw, now they go up.
Okay.
So Segmuller made 1. I don't know if they're saying that on the previous foul it should have been 1 and 1.
Well, he was an air ball, wasn't it?
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
Whitman makes a free throw now. We don't know what the free throw was for Segmuller.
Now the players are going to come back out, so, well.
Yeah, this is quite the debacle.
The PA guy could help us out right now, right?
If the officials explain it to him.
Yeah, they're at the PA right now, so.
Now they're going to give the ball to South Sevier. So Segmuller got 1 free throw. Whitman got 1 free throw. Now Enterprise coaches are saying, hey, Whitman should get 2 free throws.
Yeah. Obviously not technical, because the Enterprise is out the ball, right?
Right.
I don't know.
This is, I've never seen anything like this before.
No. And you've only seen
and I don't understand why they
games,
would
right?
why would they empty the lane if it's not
No.
a technical foul or a. Yeah, this is interesting.
Both coaches. Carson's just shaking his head, and Coach Randall's just like, help me out here. Tell me what's going on.
They're still trying to figure it out. The officials at the scores table, Coach Randall right there with them. The other officials are coming together.
So what other games do we have coming up, Robert, today? Got some good ones?
I think so.
We think we do, right?
Yeah.
Though they're bringing the ball in play. One official's bringing the ball in play while the other one's over here.
So the next game will be APA West Valley and Millard. They'll play the winner. The winner of that game will play the winner of this game. As we continue to try to figure it out, looks like they're going to give it to South Sevier. None of this makes sense to me, but ultimately 2 free throws were made by 2 different people for Enterprise.
So the score's 30-29.
Enterprise leads.
And there's 59 seconds, and
they'll bring Brace Brintley and Carter Abraham back into the game for Miramontes and Heath for South Sevier.
So it looks like we do have 3 players for South Sevier with 3, right?
Yes.
That's a big deal.
Coach Randall, I'm not sure if he's now asking again for that, maybe the second free throw by Whitman. This is bizarre.
Yeah.
Halftime score in 3A, Morgan 24, Canyon View 23.
Ooh.
Tight one there. Asked Greg Parsons, an official in his own right, what maybe is the discussion here, and he's not sure either what the discussion would be. Obviously, watching it from afar, it'd be hard to know. But it'll be South Sevier ball. Segmuller shot 1 free throw. Whitman shot 1 free throw, and that's all we know.
Maybe they should have Coach Randall and Carson shoot one.
There you go.
Call it even.
South Severe ball. Right wing is Brindley. He'll dribble right to left in the lane. Got cut off. Goes to the corner to Barney. He'll drive baseline. Got around Hunt. And over to Abraham. Lobs out the Tebbs. Up top Brindley. Right wing Roberts. Segmiller on him. One hand pass over to the left side to Barney. He'll come back out to Tebbs. Guarded by Hunt. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Dribbles right side. The defense sags off. Couldn't quite gather it to shoot. Up top to Barney. He drives left side. Shakes the defense. Step back. 17-footer on the way. Too hard. Rebound by Segmiller for Enterprise. Shot clock turned off. 23 seconds to go in the half. 1 point Enterprise lead. Hunt picks up his dribble and hands to Crouch. Crouch guarded by Barney. 12 seconds to go in the half. Crouch left side. Looking in for Thomas. Can't get it to him. Now they go out to Hunt. 4 seconds to go. Hunt crosses over. Picked up by Tebbs. Tries to throw it up. Instead pass to Thomas. He just throws it up with a horn. In and out. Nearly got it to go. And at the end of 2 on the Alvey Lumber scoreboard, Enterprise 30, South Severe 29 in the consolation bracket of the 2A Boys State Tournament on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
There is an athlete in all of us that helps us accomplish the ordinary and the extraordinary. Every once in a while, we all need some help. At Sevier Valley Hospital, we are proud to care for you and our community, wherever you are in your athletic journey.
It's never too early or too late to be thankful for new carpet and flooring. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring has a huge inventory and the service to back it up. Just come in and pick it out, and Shepherd's will do the rest. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring will help you get rid of those old carpets and flooring and replace them with new, stain-resistant carpets or luxury vinyl planks from Shepherd's. With new hours from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, shop Shepherd's at 410 North Main in Richfield, and the deal's done.
I'm Dr. Winters, a general dentist in Richfield. I invite you to take advantage of our 20 years of experience when it's time to get your wisdom teeth out.
We offer IV sedation so you can sleep through the procedure. We are right here in Richfield, so we are close by for all your pre- and post-operative needs. We strive to make the process comfortable, easy, and affordable. Visit wintersdental.com/wisdomteeth or call or text 435-896-6444.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. Bookmark TeamHive.live, Utah's new home for streaming high school sports and other events. Powered by Centricom Local 10.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Christensen, CTE Director for Sevier, Paiute, and Wayne School Districts. Do you know what career pathways are offered at your high school? Career and Technical Education provides career exploration and career guidance through 35 CTE career pathways. This gives students a direct connection between doing well in high school and being able to transition smoothly to post-secondary opportunities that include on-the-job training, certificate programs, and 2- and 4-year college degrees. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors.
Are you a new CDL license holder? If so, Barney Trucking would like to train and pay you to become a world-class truck driver on state-of-the-art equipment. They also provide you with reliable, courteous support, a fantastic wage, paid holidays, solid benefits, home daily schedules, paid time off, an excellent safety record, and respect. Dependable truck drivers have been Barney Trucking's #1 investment since 1947. Start your outstanding career by applying today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Salt Lake Community College. Robert Lovell with you alongside Curtis Marsh on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom. This is the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. They applaud the teams for hard work, dedication, and commitment. The race for excellence has no finish line with Jones and DeMille Engineering. At the half, it is #1 Enterprise 30, #4 South Sevier 29 here in this one, with a 1-point Enterprise lead and some confusion there at the end of of the half, but we eventually did finish that last minute of the second quarter. And let's take a look now at our Sorensen Levitt Insurance Stat Check. Visit them in Richfield or Salina for your home, auto, and business insurance needs. Proudly representing Auto Owners Insurance. Call Corey Sorensen in Richfield at 896-4471 or Sina Rasmussen in Salina at 529-7471. And we'll start with Enterprise as they have the 1-point lead. And the leading the way for Enterprise, 8 points from Dax Hunt. All of them scored in the second quarter. He also has 6 rebounds, does Hunt. Trayson Whitman has 7 points with 3 rebounds. Off the bench, Trayson Randall has 6 points with a couple of 3-pointers. And 3 points for Brady Crouch along with 4 assists. And 2 points for Ty Staley for the Wolves. And Austin Thomas has 1 point with 4 rebounds for Enterprise. They're shooting 42% from the floor. They are 40% from 3 at 4 for 10, and then just 54% from the free throw line at 6 for 11 in this first half. And Curtis, your takeaway from half number 1?
Well, Enterprise, obviously got off to kind of a slow start, but really the threes I thought, the 2 from Randall, do you think, were what got him going? And then they were able to establish the big guys down low, and really once they got Trayson and Clark a little bit down low, then they were able to get back in the game a little bit and in the flow after that. But I thought South Sevier moved the ball really well today. They passed the ball. They got contributions from a lot of guys today, and totally better. I thought they were on the same page today, and actually a really fun game today.
Yeah, it's a fun one to watch. Looking at the Sorensen Levitt Insurance Stat Check for South Sevier, leading the way is Stockton Roberts off the bench with 10 points and 2 rebounds for Roberts. Reg Tebbs has 8 points with 2 rebounds and 2 assists. 5 points for Emilio Miramontes and 2 points for Riley Barney, as well as Brace Brindley and Carter Abraham, each with 2 points. As a team, South Sevier shooting 48% from the floor, 43% from 3, and then 75% 6 rate from the free throw line in this first half. So South Sevier, better shooting percentages. Rebound battle, though, is being won by Enterprise, 17-13 and 10-6 on offensive rebounds.
It's a big factor there, and Tebbs probably had to set out maybe 4 or 5 minutes with a shot to the nose, but probably the factor most concerning right now is fouls.
Yep.
And so with 3 South Sevier kids in foul trouble right now, and you're talking Emilio, and you're talking Keegan and Maxie, so 3 starters with 3.
Yep.
And I don't know, how do you disguise that? You come out and you play maybe some zone, so you're going to have to play Abraham a lot in the second half, and we may see some kids that we haven't seen, some of the post players a lot. Robinson, maybe who else that we haven't seen a lot.
Could be.
We might need them.
Yep, and that's a possibility.
But really interesting first half and a lot of fun to watch.
And so as we take a look at the other stats, turnovers in this first half, 6 for South Sevier and 6 for Enterprise. So even on turnovers in the first half. So this has been the Jones and DeMille Engineering Halftime Show. Champions are propelled by dedication, teamwork, commitment, vision, and a desire to be their best. Jones and DeMille Engineering, your local award-winning engineering firm. We'll take the break and come back with the second half next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Centricom believes the service relationship continues long after installation, and we're available to support you every step of the way. That's why if there is a problem with our equipment, a service visit from us means no cost to you. We know the value of a satisfied customer, so if you refer us to a friend, we'll take care of them and you'll get 1 month of service free. We promise to make your experience the best it can be. Centricom, keeping you connected.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is committed to supporting our local schools, communities, and the economies of central and south central Utah. Each year, IPSC's 2 950-megawatt generating units provide 3 million megawatt hours of energy for communities in Utah and Southern California. The Intermountain Power Project ranks among the best of coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. IPSC, honored to sponsor this sports broadcast.
For more than 40 years, Jones and DeMille Engineering has been shaping the quality of life of those around us. They are committed to the communities in which they live and work and take pride in being able to protect and enhance them. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they strive to serve with a professional, personalized touch to provide value that reaches beyond the project, earning their reputation as the go-to resource for planning and infrastructure needs. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life together.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the Central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features an entire line of Rainbird sprinklers and systems for your yard or commercial property and backs it up with an extremely knowledgeable staff that cares about the local community because they live here. Visit them at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield or call for a showroom appointment 435-896-9606. Mountain Land Supply is proud to sponsor high school sports and wishes the teams, coaches, and players success. Edge Tire Pros in Nephi is the smart choice for a new set of tires for your pickup, work vehicle, or passenger car. The technicians at Edge Tire Pros provide trustworthy service on oil changes, brake work, and suspension accessories like lift kits, bed liners, and custom rims. Choose from a wide variety of tires including Cooper, BF Goodrich, and Michelin with a nationwide warranty on free flat tire repair, free rotation, and free road hazard. For a limited time, get the Edge Bronze oil change for just $19.99. Edge Tire Pros across the street from Parks Home Furnishings on Main Street in Nephi.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back to Salt Lake Community College. Robert Lovell with you alongside Curtis Marsh on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live powered by Centracom. Start of the second half is brought to you by Chisholm Dentistry, dedicated to serving the community through top dental care. Call Dr. Richard Chisholm at 527-3555. And let's give you a State Bank of Southern Utah score update at the half in the 3A game. It's Morgan 24, Canyon View 23. And a good battle down there, just like we have here in a one-point game. Any keys to the second half, Curtis?
Well, I think fouls, keeping out of foul trouble is going to be a big one right now. And talk about controlling the paint. So they're going to start the same way South Sevier is.
Yep, starters are on the floor, three of them with 3 fouls. Nope, they've got Roberts in instead of Heath.
Oh, that's true. They do. Yeah.
And Heath is one with 3 fouls. Right side is Crouch. Dribbles in, got cut off by Barney. Comes out to Staley. Starters are on the floor, though, for Enterprise with Hunt, Crouch, Staley, Whitman, and Thomas. Now Tebbs picks the pocket of Dax Hunt. Down the floor it comes Tebbs, right side, and out of bounds off of Austin Thomas. That ball wrapped around Tebbs and hit Thomas in the back as he ran out of bounds.
It's kind of like,
that was crazy.
It's kind of like Ridge went behind the back and threw it off his back.
Barney did inbound, 4 around the key in a box set for the Rams. Now they just have to throw it out, and Thomas jumps the passing lane, tips it into the backcourt. Miramontes, though, runs it down for South Sevier.
Good hustle by Emilio. Give you a long shot clock, right?
Emilio going to drive right side, pulls up on the junction, comes out to Roberts, straight away 3 on the way, off the rim, no good. High rebound, Bastion has it for South Sevier. Has the ball poked away out of bounds off of Thomas, South Sevier ball.
Last touch by Enterprise, South Sevier's ball.
7:18 to go in the third quarter. 4 around the perimeter now for South Sevier. As they drop him in, they go to Miramontes. Pump fake. Now kick out pass to Roberts. Out to Tebbs. To the wing to Miramontes. Guarded by Whitman. Pumps on him. Now looks to drive in. Steps back. Lobs up top to Tebbs. Right wing Barney. Off a double screen. Barney backs out. Bounces up top to Roberts. Gonna drive left side. Got inside. Pump fake. Put it up. Off the glass. No good. But free throws coming for Stockton Roberts.
And I like how Stockton is able to have confidence to go right or left. That time he goes with his left hand, picks up the foul, and that one on Thomas.
Second foul on Austin Thomas. First free throw from Roberts from the Utah Independent Bank free throw line ties the game.
You look at games like this, too, as a springboard, right? For a young player like Roberts to go into next year with confidence. And
makes them both. He has a game-high 12. 31-30, South Sevier back in front. Crouch will bring it across the timeline, guarded by Barney. Bounces left side to Thomas. Thomas jumps to the defense, misses the shot short, got his own rebound, works his way up again, and count the basket and the foul for Austin Thomas.
Well, let's see if that foul goes on Riley Barney.
And it will.
Okay.
Which is the second on Barney. Thomas up with the Utah Independent Bank free throw line to try to give Enterprise a 2-point lead.
Give up offensive rebounds, and you usually get to give up those fouls, right? Out of position a little bit. And
he does make the and one. Now Tebbs working his way, crosses over, goes left wing to Miramontes. Off the screen. He'll come back up top. Fakes left, going to drive right. Hands off to Barney. Pull up 8-footer on the baseline. Knocks it down.
Yeah, great feed. Riley on the baseline coming in. A little floater.
Ties the game at 33. Hunt on the right wing. Up top to Crouch. Guarded by Barney. Down the lane to Whitman on the right junction. Comes out to Hunt. Back to Whitman as he works in on Roberts. Nothing there. Comes back to Staley in the corner. 3 on the way. Off the rim, no good. High rebound. Bastian saves it into Stockton Roberts.
Yeah, and Austin lucky he didn't pick up his third there. Good box out for Matt Bastian.
Left wing Tebbs off the screen for the deep 3. Short off the rim. Backside rebound Barney. He'll go back up. Wave off the shot. Foul on the ground will go against Enterprise. Looks like that's on Trayson Whitman. That's his second.
Good rebound, Barney. Just a lot of heart there.
4 on the free throw line. They lob out to Tebbs off an elevator screen for the deep 3. Short off the rim. Bastian the offensive rebound. Out to Miramontes on the right wing. He's going to dribble into the left hand. Got in the lane. Comes out to Roberts. Steps into a 3. Knocks it down a long 2 as he touched the line. Roberts now with 14 to lead all scorers.
He pumps his fist.
And an offensive foul goes against Enterprise on Dax Hunt as Barney's able to draw the foul. Dax Hunt picks up his first.
Dax Hunt, his first. Third team foul.
South Sevier up 35-33 and the ball underneath the basket. Pass comes in the Bastion in the corner. 5:41 to go in the third. Now hands off to Barney. Barney passed down the lane to Roberts. Got inside. Hands to Bastion. Left to right. Comes out to Tebbs. Pump fake. Going to dribble in at the right hand. Kicks to the corner to Miramontes. He'll pull up. 17-footer from the right side. Missed it short. And the rebound goes to Austin Thomas for Enterprise. Ties Staley in the backcourt. They'll bring it left to right. Guarded by Miramontes. Miramontes pokes it into the backcourt. Dives for it. Ty Staley able to tip it. And now Tebbs dives for it. Staley picks it up down the floor to Thomas. He'll go across the lane. Wave off the shot. Offensive foul. Bastion draws the charge on Austin Thomas. That's the third on Thomas.
Well, that was 3 plays that show heart. Emilio diving for the steal. Tebbs diving for the steal. And then Bastion, and then taking the charge.
Coach Randall not happy about it, letting the official hear it.
Well, I'll tell you, that was 3 plays that you got to love as a coach.
Timeout called by Enterprise. Monroe City Power timeout. Monroe City Power, they provide the lights and other electrical comforts for Monroe residents and South Sevier High School home sporting events. We'll take the break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Zions Bank proudly supports our local communities and schools. We've been providing families and businesses with banking tools and stellar service for nearly 150 years. For helping you achieve your financial goals, Zions Bank is for you.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back to Salt Lake Community College. Robert Lovell with you alongside Curtis Marsh as we come out of the Monroe City Power timeout on the Alvey Lumber scoreboard. South Sevier 35, Enterprise 33 as these two teams fight to play one more day in the consolation bracket. It'll be South Sevier basketball after the offensive foul on Austin Thomas. So Thomas picks up his third for Enterprise. That puts him the first with 3 for the Wolves. South Sevier does have 3 players with 3 fouls. Up the floor will come Ridge Tebbs. Bounces left junction to Roberts. Fakes the handoff. Going to drive left side. Spins against the defense. Got caught. And he travels as he was trying to find some space to pass it. South Sevier turnover.
Good double team by Enterprise. And that's the right call right there. And
pass comes into Crouch. Little pressure by Barney in the backcourt. Crouch able to get past him. Now picked up by Miramontes. On the right wing. High post to Thomas. Thomas works his way to the left side, bounces to Hunt. Back inside to Thomas, working on Bastion, put it up, missed it short. Rebound by Miramontes for South Sevier. He'll push the pace. 2-on-2, drives in, kicks it to Tebbs on the right wing for 3. Nothing but net. A Mesa Machinery three-pointer. Tebbs with 9.
And Emilio drives till he picks up 2, kicks to the corner to Tebbs, and back up 5.
5-point South Sevier lead. Left corner Staley, guarded by Miramontes.
Right now, South Sevier winning the energy battle right now.
Left wing Crouch. He'll dribble in left to right, got in the lane, puts up the runner, off the glass and in, got it to go.
What a shot for Brady. That was I don't know how he hit that shot.
Roberts on the right side. He'll drive in as he saw a lane. Blocked on the shot. Out of bounds off of Whitman. South Sevier ball on the baseline. Trayson Randall into the game for Enterprise. For Austin Thomas.
Boy, and did Enterprise need that shot from Crouch?
Great. Now all the momentum was on the South Sevier side when Crouch hit that. 4 around the key in a box set. Pass comes into Miramontes. Roberts posting up on Staley. They get it back to him. Backdoor cut to Bastion. He lost it out of bounds off his hands. He couldn't hold on to it.
That's a great pass from Roberts.
South Sevier's 8th turnover. Still a 3-point South Sevier lead. 3:54 to go in the third quarter on the Avi Lumber scoreboard. Trayson Randall in the backcourt will bring it up for the Wolves. Riley Barney face guarding Brady Crouch. Bastion guarding Randall, hesitates, going to drive right side, got inside, and got the layup to go. 1-point game.
Well, they talked in halftime. They know that he has 3 fouls, right? So attack him.
38-37 South Sevier. Miramontes holding high on the left side. He'll drive it against Staley. Backs down the lane. Pump fake, put it up off the glass, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound goes to Whitman. Throws down the floor for Crouch. Enterprise with a chance to regain the lead. Crouch left side to Randall. Steps into a transition 3. Short off the rim. Backside rebound. Miramontes for South Sevier. He's being double teamed. Lost the basketball. Out of bounds it goes. They're going to say last touch by Enterprise, so South Sevier ball.
Pretty good defense that time. Staley and Hunt just kind of bracketed in there.
Brace Brindley into the game for Max and Bastion for South Sevier. 3:12 to go in the third quarter. 38-37 South Sevier. 4-0 run right now by Enterprise. Up top is Barney. Goes left side to Roberts, who curls in the lane. Puts up the runner from 4 feet. Off the rim. Missed it short as he faded away. Rebound by Staley. Up ahead to Randall. Nobody picks him up. 3-pointer on the way. Nothing but net. Randall with 11 to lead Enterprise, and the Wolves are back in front.
Well, he's been the difference for Enterprise.
7-0 run by Enterprise. Barney dribbles to the right side, guarded tight by Hunt. Hands to Roberts, up top to Tebbs. Guarded by Randall. He'll drive in. Dump pass underneath, and it's taken away by Staley. Staley the other way for Enterprise. Down the middle of the floor he comes. Comes right wing to Crouch. Guarded by Brindley. Down the lane to Whitman. Whitman backing down Roberts. Left-hand hook. 4-point Enterprise lead.
Boy, a 5-point lead for South Sevier is dissipated. And now a 4-point Enterprise lead.
9-0 run by the Wolves. Miramontes crossing up on Whitman. Comes up top at 2. Tebbs for 3. Knocks it down. Rich Tebbs with a huge Mason Machinery 3-pointer. He has 12. And a timeout called by Coach Christensen with 2:10 to go in the third quarter. On the Avi Lumber scoreboard, it's Enterprise 42, South Sevier 41 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
The big rig trucks of Robinson Transport of Salina have been rolling down Utah highways since the 1940s, supplying the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. They're a family-owned business that supports the community. Robinson Transport also has a division that offers all types of cement work, gravel, and decorative rock. If you'd like to join the trustworthy team of Robinson Transport drivers or need cement work, call 435-529-7472, 529-7472, or upload your application online at robinsontransportutah.com.
Some hands swing rackets or grip irons. Some make winning plays or navigate steep trails. And some hands heal. They mend broken bones, deliver new life, set us on the right path, and help us feel better again. At Sevier Valley Hospital, our hands are here to help and heal.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Salt Lake Community College. 2:10 to go in the third quarter. 42-41 Enterprise leads South Sevier in a battle right now. Enterprise ball out of the timeout. Dax Hunt will bring it up the floor for the Wolves. Tebbs will pick him up. Hands off to Crouch on the volleyball line. Left wing Randall. In the lane to Staley, guarded by Brindley. Faces up, goes left side, kicks it out to Randall for 3. Off the rim, no good, missed it short. Austin Thomas the rebound to Crouch. He'll take the 3. Nothing but net. Brady Crouch with a Mason Machinery 3-pointer. Back to a 4-point Enterprise lead.
Yeah, they're too good team to give them 2 shots, but
45-41 Enterprise. Tebbs across the timeline. Hesitates. Now drives left behind the back. Hands to Miramontes on the curl. Emilio going to drive right. He crosses over. Pump fake. Underneath pass looking for Brindley. Knocked away by Staley. Out of bounds it goes. South Sevier ball.
Kind of tried to hit that pass down low. Just errant pass. And South Sevier lucky to keep possession here.
Segmiller into the game for Dax Hunt for Enterprise. Tebbs inbound on the near sideline. Pass comes into Roberts. Roberts going to drive left as the C's parted and lays it in with the right hand.
Boy.
16 for Roberts to lead all scores. Brady Crouch guarded by Barney. Across the timeline, poked away from behind by Barney, out of bounds. Enterprise ball on the baseline.
Boy, the camera guy's got good hands. You see that? Boy,
Crouch to inbound. 4 stacked on the ball side of the lane. Bounces it in for Staley, nearly too far out in front, but he's able to gather it. Hands off in the corner to Crouch. Staley gets inside, spins on Tebbs, and lays it up and in with the right hand.
What a pass, and back up 4 for the Wolves.
First made basket for Staley this game. Under a minute to go in the quarter. Right corner is Brindley. Comes out for Roberts. Guarded by Staley at the top of the key. Looking inside, not there. Right wing to Tebbs. Lobs to the short corner to Miramontes. 15-foot fadeaway off the back of the rim, no good. And Segmiller the rebound for Enterprise. Pass is stolen by Miramontes, and he's fouled as he goes up.
Boy, he saw that miscommunication. You could just see him. He knew they were going to make that weak pass.
Foul on Ty Staley is his third. And Emilio Miramontes will go to the Utah Independent Bank free throw line.
Almost got that shot to drop. Now, nobody else would get it to drop, but with him, you almost kind of expect it. But
Miramontes makes the first. He has 8. Into the game, Dax Hunt back for Segmiller. Second free throw is good. They needed to make sure Segmiller got off the floor. He was on the floor talking to Coach Randall. The official blew the whistle while at the free throw.
I know.
While Miramontes was shooting a free throw, but he made it anyway.
Wild foul shooting officiating today, haven't we?
Crouch will bring it across the timeline, guarded by Barney. Works right to the left side of the wing to Hunt. Out to Staley. Left junction into the corner to Randall. Pump fake. Now drives in as he got past Miramontes. Left side layup too hard. Thomas the backside rebound with a putback.
Offensive boards, big ally tonight at Enterprise.
Skip pass underneath to Brindley. The reverse layup is good. Brace Brindley with the bucket. Now Barney with a steal. 10-footer on the baseline. Ties the game. With 3 seconds to go in the third quarter. And Hunt isn't going to get it in. That'll be how the quarter comes to an end. Brindley a bucket. And then Barney with a steal and the bucket to tie it up 49 through 3 quarters of play on the Albee Lumber scoreboard. We're all tied up on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
It's never too early or too late to be thankful for new carpet and flooring. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring has a huge inventory and the service to back it up. Just come in and pick it out, and Shepherd's will do the rest. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring will help you get rid of those old carpets and flooring and replace them with new, stain-resistant carpets or luxury vinyl planks from Shepherd's. With new hours from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, shop Shepherd's at 410 North Main in Richfield, and the deal's done.
I'm Dr. Winters, a general dentist in Richfield. I invite you to take advantage of our 20 years of experience when it's time to get your wisdom teeth out.
We offer IV sedation so you can sleep through the procedure. We are right here in Richfield, so we are close by for all your pre- and post-operative needs. We strive to make the process comfortable, easy, and affordable. Visit wintersdental.com/wisdomteeth or call or text 435-896-6444.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Salt Lake Community College. 8 minutes to go, and what else would you expect between South Sevier and Enterprise boys basketball?
Down 4. They scored 4 points in 4 seconds to tie it at 49.
Barney brings it across the timeline. Right wing to Miramontes. Miramontes going to drive right side of the baseline. Got cut off. Kicks it up top to Brindley. Left wing Barney. He'll drive baseline. Steps back against Thomas. Out to the wing to Tebbs. Tabs will come back, skips it over to Brindley. Steps into a three from the right wing. Knocks it down. South Sevier back in front. Brindley with the Mesa Machinery three-pointer. He has 7.
7 points in
Crouch drives in. Nice dump off pass to Thomas. The layup got it to go as it bounced on both sides of the rim. 1 point game.
Here we go. And South Sevier has weathered the foul problem, right? Going into the fourth, and nobody's picked up 4.
Up top, Miramontes. Going to drive right. Comes out to Tebbs. Up top, Miramontes. Left corner to Brindley. Thought about the shot. Now dribbles in left to right. Comes back to Miramontes. Up top, Tebbs. Straightaway three. High arch. Nails it. A Mesa Machinery three-pointer. Tebbs with 15. 4-point South Sevier lead. 55-51. Left side high, Thomas for the Wolves. Calling for a guard to come get it. Gets it to Brady Crouch. Right side, the pass is tipped away by Barney, picked up by Tebbs. Tebbs the other way, drives right side, off the glass, and in. Tebbs with a game-high 17 now.
Boy, they have scored 12 points in about a minute. They were 45, remember?
Austin Thomas got position and lays it up and in. Thomas now with 10. Second player in double figures for the Wolves. 57-53, South Sevier, 6:18 to go on the Alvey Lumber scoreboard. Right side high, Miramontes. Off the screen by Bastion. Hesitates, dribbles to the free throw line. Thomas picks him up, comes out to Tebbs. Guarded by Crouch. Tebbs squares left side to Brindley. Brindley comes right wing to Miramontes. Guarded by Thomas. Dribbles in against him, got cut off in the short corner, tries to pass in the lane. Randall takes it away for Enterprise. Down the floor he comes, steps up on the right wing. Going to drive baseline, cut off by Brindley. Out to Hunt, back to Randall. Pump fake on the shot. Going to dribble into the left hand, out to Crouch. He'll rise for three. In and out. Thomas tips the rebound out to Hunt. Hunt steps in, goes left wing to Randall. Pump fake, dribbles into the right hand, dumps underneath to Thomas, out of bounds, off of Enterprise.
Yeah. Austin looked like he thought it was tipped and tried to bring his hands down, but definitely off Enterprise. So
Kenyon Okerlund into the game for Riley Barney for South Sevier. Give him a breather as Trayson Whitman comes into the game for Trayson Randall for Enterprise. 5.5 to go. 4-point South Sevier lead. Tebbs up top. Goes right wing to Brindley. Brindley going to dribble right to left into the lane. Left wing to Tebbs. He'll dribble left to right. Out to Miramontes. Three on the way. Off the back of the rim. No good. Bastion the offensive rebound. Out to the corner and out of bounds it goes. Off of the hands of both Miramontes and Okerlund. Enterprise ball.
Tough luck. Hustle play. Just couldn't corral it.
5:13 to go in the game. 4-point South Sevier lead. Crouch brings it up the floor, guarded by Okerlund. Behind the back dribble, going to go left side, lost the handle, able to get it back on the junction. Goes to Whitman, spins against Miramontes, puts it up off the glass and in. Whitman with 11, 2-point game.
Back and forth we go, right?
Miramontes brings it across. 4 low for South Sevier. Miramontes going to drive in against Staley. Got him in the air. Puts up the 10-footer around the rim and off the glass and in. Miramontes with 11.
Got a little English on that shot. Down, up, and back.
Crouch will bring it up against Okerlund. Works his way to the right side. It bounces to the wing to Hunt. Up top to Staley. Steps into a straightaway three. Round the rim and drops it in. A Mesa Machinery three-pointer. Staley with 7. And a timeout called. A Monroe City Power timeout with 4:27 to go in the game on the Alvey Lumber scoreboard. South Sevier 59. Enterprise 58 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. And TeamHive.live powered by Centricom.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. Bookmark TeamHive.live, Utah's new home for streaming high school sports and other events. Powered by Centricom Local 10.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Salt Lake Community College as we come out of the Monroe City Power timeout. 1-point South Sevier lead after Ty Staley hit a big Mesa Machinery three-pointer for Enterprise to pull within 1. We have had 7 ties and 8 lead changes in this game, and it's been a battle all the way through.
Every run has been answered by the opponent. So
Miramontes crosses over. Spins in the lane. Pump fake. Got Staley up. Now puts it up against him and gets it to go. Miramontes with 13. 3-point South Sevier lead.
Got a lot of tricks in that bag, right?
4:05 to go. Hunt hands to Crouch. Guarded by Barney. Is Barney back into the game at the timeout? Dribbles into the left hand. Got cut off. Now goes to Thomas. Picked up by Bastion. Looking inside for Staley. Can't get it to him. Now they do on the low block. Guarded by Miramontes. And he'll put it up against him with the right hand. Off the back of the rim and in. Staley now with 9.
Back and forth, those two guys against each other. And
61-60 South Sevier. Barney, guarded by Crouch, hesitates. He's going to drive right side. Got inside, hangs in the air, too hard off the glass. Thomas the rebound. South Sevier or Enterprise coming the other way. Crouch bounces left side to Whitman, puts it up and count the basket and the foul. He draws the 4th on Emilio Miramontes. Enterprise back in front.
Millie took the brunt of that hard shot from a freight train, and Whitman get a foul shot too.
Whitman goes to the Utah Independent Bank free throw line for the and one. Enterprise up by 1. He can make it 2 here. And one is short off the rim. Bastion the rebound for South Sevier. Barney will bring it across the timeline. Goes to Roberts, streaking down the lane. Takes a bump by Whitman. Picks it up. Kicks it right wing to Tebbs. Up top Barney. He'll drive left side. Pull up 14-footer from the junction. No good off the rim. Thomas the rebound for Enterprise. Now Crouch has the ball poked away and a reach-in foul called on Riley Barney. Will be his 3rd. Just the 4th team foul. I think that just the 3rd team foul. 3:10 to go in the game. 1-point Enterprise lead and the ball. Hunt gets it to Crouch in the backcourt. Guarded by Barney. High on the left side. Kicked out of bounds by Barney on the pass. So Enterprise ball.
Then he kicked it again, Coach Randall, and said, hey, I'm not going to make you pick it up, right? I'm going to get it up to you. And
Hunt inbound. Gets it into Crouch. Again picked up by Barney. Left wing to Staley off the screen. He's going to dribble left to right. Kicks it right side to Hunt. Looking for Staley. Now gets it to him as he was working on Bastion. Up and under move. Couldn't get it through. Now goes to Whitman. 15-footer. Air ball hard. Thomas the backside rebound. He'll dribble out to the left wing. Nobody guards him. Thought about the shot. Hands to Hunt. 6 seconds in the shot clock. Now to Crouch. Has the ball poked away. Down to 2 seconds. Crouch comes off. Kicks it right wing to Staley. Gets the 3 off. Nope, they wave it off. A shot clock violation on Enterprise.
What a great defensive effort that time. And that's the first one of the game, right?
Yes. So 1-point Enterprise lead. South Sevier ball. 2:33 to go in the game.
So basically a turnover.
Yep. Miramontes brings it across the timeline for the Rams. Bounces up top to Bastion. Fakes a hand off to Barney. Gives it to Miramontes. Pump fake on the shot. He'll drive right side. Takes the bump from Crouch. Off the glass. No good. South Sevier wants the foul call. Didn't get it. Staley the rebound. He hands to Crouch. 2:12 to go in the game. Crouch quickly down the floor. Picks up his dribble. Pull up 12-footer. In and out. Whitman the rebound. Back up and in. 3-point lead.
Big rebound for Whitman.
64-61 Wolves. Under 2 to go in the game. Barney right side high. Off the screen by Miramontes. Nothing on the roll. Comes out to Tebbs. Guarded by Hunt. He'll take the deep 3 over him. Nothing but net. A Mason Machinery 3-pointer. Rich Tebbs ties the game.
Dax was right in his face and just elevated and hit it and tied it.
He has a 20. Timeout called with 1:46 to go on the Albee Lumber scoreboard. South Sevier 64, Enterprise 64 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Hi. I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Salt Lake Community College. What a game we've had between number 1 Enterprise, number 4 South Sevier. They went to overtime in one game and a 5-point game in the other when they split the season series. 1:46 to go. Enterprise ball. They get it into Staley in the backcourt. Hands off to Hunt. Hunt will bring it up the floor for the Wolves. Picked up by Tebbs. High on the left side. Hands off to Crouch. Crouch holding, guarded by Barney.
Neither team in the bonus right now.
Bounces left side to Staley, into the corner to Thomas. Out to Crouch. Get it inside to Staley, working on Miramontes. Kicks it right side to Hunt. Has the open three. Off the rim, no good. Backside rebound, Barney for South Sevier. 1:15 to go in the game. Still tied up. Miramontes directs traffic. Going to drive right side. Spins in the lane. Puts it up against Staley. No, missed it short. Crouch the rebound. Under a minute to go. Crouch the other way for Enterprise. Nobody picking him up as Barney got knocked down on the play. And now a wave off the shot. A foul will go against Stockton Roberts.
That's a good foul for South Sevier because it's going to be only the sixth. Only
just
the fourth.
Yeah.
And so that pretty much saved the basket there. Barney hadn't got back down. It was 4-on-5.
Pass comes into Staley on the baseline. Gets inside Miramontes. Off the glass and in. Enterprise by 2. Staley with 11. 43 seconds to go. 66-64 Wolves. Barney picks up his dribble. Left wing to Miramontes. Out to Tebbs. Slip screen with Stockton Roberts. Dribbles in against Whitman. Takes a bump. Steps through it. Draws the foul. And it'll be a South Sevier ball on the baseline.
They pick up Whitman on the foul.
No, they're going to give it to Thomas.
No, they did.
That's the fourth on Thomas. 32 seconds left. 2-point Enterprise lead. Barney did inbound. Pass comes into Roberts in the right corner. Bounces out to Tebbs. Guarded by Staley. Tebbs going to dribble in right side. Slips through. Jump stop. Put it up. Off the glass. No good. Wanted the foul call. Didn't get it. Staley the rebound. Hunt in the backcourt. 20 seconds left. South Sevier can't take...
They only have
Can't let them play, and now Bastion will foul with 15 seconds left. They'll let about 7 seconds run off the clock, and they've still got to do 2 more fouls.
Yeah, that's his fifth. That is fourth.
That's the fourth on Bastion.
But you got to pick up 2 quick ones right now.
15 and a half seconds to go. Enterprise 66, South Sevier 64. They'll bring Randall into the game for Whitman to put another free throw shooter on the floor. And a timeout call. Enterprise by 2 on the Alvey Lumber scoreboard on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking is now hiring drivers statewide, including Beaver, Millard, Sevier, San Pete, Juab, Carbon, Emery, Utah, and Salt Lake counties, as well as many other locations. The job includes a home daily schedule, excellent pay, benefits, training, retirement, a positive work environment, and requires a Class A CDL license with doubles endorsement. To apply, go to barneyjobs.com. That's barneyjobs.com.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on TeamHive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back to Salt Lake Community College. 15 and a half seconds to go in this consolation game. Enterprise leads South Sevier 66-64. South Sevier still has to foul twice to put Enterprise in the line.
And Emilio and Max should have 4, right? Oh,
Crouch in the backcourt just running away from Tebbs, and Tebbs will get there. 2 seconds come off the clock, so that's the 6th team foul and the first on Tebbs. Coach Randall calling out the play. And now he wants timeout. So a timeout called by Coach Randall. Monroe City Power timeout. We'll keep it right here. They are proud to provide the lights and other electrical coverage for Monroe residents and all South Sevier High School home sporting events. That's Monroe City Power. By the way, throughout today's game, we've been looking for that Pizza Hut player of the game. Check out the tasty pizza specials at your hometown Richfield Pizza Hut. The Big Dinner Box will feed your family with 2 one-topping pizzas and 2 sides for $25.99. Order at pizzahut.com. 13 seconds left. Who do you want the ball in the hands of if you're Coach Randall?
I'd get it to whoever's guarded by Emilio. I'd make him foul him, get him out of the game so they don't have him on offense, right? I don't know. What do you think?
Well, you're trying to get into your shooter's hands. Brady Crouch is one that if you get him on a run out, he can take some time off the clock. He hasn't shot a free throw yet in this game. Ty Staley shot the best from the free throw line today for the Wolves at 2 for 2. Dax Hunt, obviously a good shooter as well, but it's going to be Hunt to inbound.
They're going to protect Emilio back here anyway. So
they're just running 4 streaks. Now they're going to cut back to the ball. It's Staley that gets it. Roberts will foul him, and that will put Staley on the line to shoot 1-1 as 1 second comes off the clock.
So if he makes one.
Second foul on Roberts.
It's the 17th foul on the Rams, putting Enterprise in the minutes. Shooting
So Staley 2 for 2 from the Utah Independent Bank free throw line in this game. Shooting 1-1 here with 12 seconds left, up by 2. Here's the front end. No good, too hard. Rebound is on the ground. It's still on the ground. Both teams dive for it. Jump ball. Possession will go to Enterprise. Yeah. The ball went through the hands of Roberts, and he kind of got knocked to the ground. And then everybody scrummed for it. Enterprise gets it, and 5 seconds came off the clock on that play. 7.8 seconds to go. Crouched inbound for the Wolves. And he'll call timeout. That's the final timeout for Enterprise. We'll take it this time. 7.8 left on the Ivy Lumber scoreboard. Enterprise 66, South Sevier 64 in this 2A consolation bracket game on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is committed to supporting our local schools, communities, and the economies of central and south central Utah. Each year, IPSC's 2 950-megawatt generating units provide 3 million megawatt hours of energy for communities in Utah and Southern California. The Intermountain Power Project ranks among the best of coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. IPSC, honored to sponsor this sports broadcast.
For more than 40 years, Jones and DeMille Engineering has been shaping the quality of life of those around us. They are committed to the communities in which they live and work and take pride in being able to protect and enhance them. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they strive to serve with a professional, personalized touch to provide value that reaches beyond the project, earning their reputation as the go-to resource for planning and infrastructure needs. Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life together.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Enterprise basketball coming out of the Monroe City Power timeout. They'll stack 4 down the ball side of the lane. Staley will inbound. They cut 2 to the basket. They'll lob out for Hunt, and he'll be fouled by Roberts. So Hunt will go to the line as a half second comes off. 7 seconds left. That's the third on Roberts. Hunt is 1 for 3 from the free throw line in the game. He does have 8 points. He scored all those in the second quarter for Enterprise. 2-point Wolves lead.
So I think South Sevier's going to.
The front end of the 1-on-1, no good. Rebound to Barney, and a quick timeout called by Coach Christensen. So a 6.3 seconds to go. South Sevier will have the length of the floor they need to go. Down 2 to Enterprise, 66-64. It's a Monroe City Power timeout, full timeout, so we'll take it on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features an entire line of Rainbird sprinklers and systems for your yard or commercial property and backs it up with an extremely knowledgeable staff that cares about the local community because they live here. Visit them at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield or call for a showroom appointment 435-896-9606. Mountain Land Supply is proud to sponsor high school sports and wishes the teams, coaches, and players success. Edge Tire Pros in Nephi is the smart choice for a new set of tires for your pickup, work vehicle, or passenger car. The technicians at Edge Tire Pros provide trustworthy service on oil changes, brake work, and suspension accessories like lift kits, bed liners, and custom rims. Choose from a wide variety of tires including Cooper, BF Goodrich, and Michelin with a nationwide warranty on free flat tire repair, free rotation, and free road hazard. For a limited time, get the Edge Bronze Oil Change for just $19.99. Edge Tire Pros across the street from Parks Home Furnishings on Main Street in Nephi.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Salt Lake Community College. Robert Lovell with you alongside Curtis Marsh. 94 feet for South Sevier to go. Down 2 with 6.3 seconds left to Enterprise in this 2A boys consolation game. It'll be Roberts, Sebastian, Tebbs, Miramontes, and Barney on the floor for the Rams. Hunt, Crouch, Staley, Randall, and Thomas for North Sevier, or for Enterprise. Baseball pass by Barney, intercepted by Crouch, and they will get the foul called as Barney underthrew it. Crouch easily steps back and picks it off. So Brady Crouch will go to the line to shoot 1-1 as Stockton Roberts picks up his 4th foul.
They've got the missed shots on the foul line right now, but
twice.
So, and still 3.7, enough time to get the ball down the court. But,
first free throw of the game for Brady Crouch from the Utah Independent Bank free throw line. Here's the front end. Good, nothing but net. Makes it a 3-point game.
So with the make here, he could seal the deal.
Yep. Winner moves on to play for 5th and 6th tomorrow. Second one from Crouch. In and out, Roberts the rebound. Timeout called with 3.4 seconds to go. So South Sevier now down 3 with a Monroe City Power timeout called. 67-64. Enterprise leads South Sevier. And there'll be South Sevier ball again at the length of the floor to go. It's again a full timeout, so we'll take a 30-second break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Zions Bank proudly supports our local communities and schools. We've been providing families and businesses with banking tools and stellar service for nearly 150 years. For helping you achieve your financial goals, Zions Bank is for you.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Salt Lake Community College. Now, if you're Enterprise, or if you're South Sevier, excuse me, what are you trying to run here to get the ball down the floor and get a 3 off?
Well, they're going to shuffle shooters in right now. They're going to get their. I'm sure Brindley's going to be in.
That looks like Brindley's come in for Bastion.
They're going to bring shooters in, kind of spread the floor, and try to get the shot with who's open, kick and shoot. Now, the question is, will Enterprise foul? Personally, I would. I'd put.
Of course, you don't want to risk a foul on a shot either.
You don't, but South Sevier's not your typical shooting team from threes. You know, they're a team that can really hit it. So
Roberts will inbound. Length of the floor to go.
All 5 guys can shoot the 3 right now.
Pass comes into Miramontes. Gets it across the timeline. Pulls up for the deep 3 at the horn. In and out. Around the rim and fell off, and Enterprise survives 67-64, the win over South Sevier as the Rams have their season come to an end. Enterprise will move on to play one more day here at the 2A state tournament. We'll take the break and come back with the Sunrise Engineering postgame show next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
The big rig trucks of Robinson Transport of Salina have been rolling down Utah Highway since the 1940s, supplying the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. They're a family-owned business that supports the community. Robinson Transport also has a division that offers all types of cement work, gravel, and decorative rock. If you'd like to join the trustworthy team of Robinson Transport drivers or need cement work, call 435-529-7472, 529-7472, or upload your application online at RobinsonTransportUtah.com.
There is an athlete in all of us that helps us accomplish the ordinary and the extraordinary. Every once in a while, we all need some help. At Sevier Valley Hospital, we are proud to care for you and our community, wherever you are in your athletic journey.
It's never too early or too late to be thankful for new carpet and flooring. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring has a huge inventory and the service to back it up. Just come in and pick it out, and Shepherd's will do the rest. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring will help you get rid of those old carpets and flooring and replace them with new, stain-resistant carpets or luxury vinyl planks from Shepherd's. With new hours from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, shop Shepherd's at 410 North Main in Richfield, and the deal's done.
I'm Dr. Winters, a general dentist in Richfield. I invite you to take advantage of our 20 years of experience when it's time to get your wisdom teeth out.
We offer IV sedation so you can sleep through the procedure. We are right here in Richfield, so we are close by for all your pre- and post-operative needs. We strive to make the process comfortable, easy, and affordable. Visit wintersdental.com/wisdomteeth or call or text 435-896-6444.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer or stop by any branch.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. Bookmark TeamHive.live, Utah's new home for streaming high school sports and other events. Powered by Centricom Local 10.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Christensen, CTE Director for Sevier, Paiute, and Wayne School Districts. Do you know what career pathways are offered at your high school? Career and Technical Education provides career exploration and career guidance through 35 CTE career pathways. This gives students a direct connection between doing well in high school and being able to transition smoothly to post-secondary opportunities that include on-the-job training, certificate programs, and 2- and 4-year college degrees. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Salt Lake Community College. Robert Lovell with you alongside Curtis Marsh on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom. What a game we had between number 1 Enterprise, number 4 South Sevier, and number 1 prevails 67-64. This is the Jones and the Sunrise Engineering postgame show. Promoting athletic and academic excellence. Visit them at sunrise-eng.com. Curtis, your takeaway from this one.
What a game. What a finish. All three of them, right?
Yeah.
And the finish, Emilio drives length of the court, 3.7 seconds, gets the shot. How many shots has he hit like that in his career? And that shot was down and back out, right at the buzzer. And Enterprise gets away with the win to play tomorrow again, right?
Yes, they do.
What a game. Back and forth and back and forth. You paid to see this one, you got your money's worth, right?
That's for sure. Let's take a look at our final stats in this one, brought to you by Sorensen Levitt Insurance. Visit them in Richfield or Salina for your home, auto, and business insurance needs. Proudly providing auto owners insurance. Call Corey Sorensen in Richfield at 896-4471 or Cena Rasmussen in Salina at 529-7471. And first off for Enterprise, as they get the win, they end up with 4 players in double figures. Austin Thomas, a double-double, 10 points and 12 rebounds today. 15 points for Trayson Whitman with 6 rebounds. 11 points apiece for Ty Staley and Trayson Randall. And then 8 points for Dax Hunt with 4 assists and 6 rebounds. And Brady Crouch finishes with 9 points and 9 assists today for the Enterprise Wolves. And then 3 points as well for Colton Segmiller for Enterprise. They end up shooting 52% from the floor, 39% from 3. Their downfall was the free throw line, only 47%, going 8 for 17.
And down the stretch, they could have put it away, right?
Yeah.
But the way they spread the ball around, pretty amazing. Just really balanced tonight. And the point guard just got him into everything tonight, Crouch.
And then for South Sevier, it looks like the official scores have a little bit wrong. Well, the slick scores. Yeah. The official scorebook will be South Sevier's, but leading the way for South Sevier was Ridge Tebbs with 20 points. They have them with 22, but 20 points for Ridge Tebbs. Then 16 off the bench for Stockton Roberts in this game. He also had 3 rebounds for the Rams. And then 13 points for Emilio Miramontes with 7 assists for Miramontes. 7 points for Brace Brindley off the bench for the Rams. 6 points for Riley Barney with 7 rebounds and 3 steals. And 2 points for Carter Abraham for South Sevier. South Sevier shoots 47% from the floor. 40, in fact, even better from 3, just over 47% from 3, and then 83% from the free throw line, going at 10 for 12.
Both teams pretty lights out. Those are big numbers, and I don't know, somebody had to lose, and unfortunately for South Sevier, it was them tonight.
Yes, it was. They will once again fall 67-64. Rebound battle was dominated by Enterprise. That was a big factor. 34-24, 17-10 on offensive rebounds.
Yeah, and a lot of those were the reason they shot so well from the floor, 52%, was they were easy putbacks off offensive boards. But great shooting for three-point range tonight for South Sevier, which 2 for 19 last night. And to come back like tonight, and bounce back, kind of a testament to the kids' ability to bounce back and resilience. And everything that was not last night was tonight, but again, fell a little short tonight. But, don't hang their heads with tonight's performance. I thought both teams played with a lot of heart tonight.
Yeah, that's for sure. And then the turnovers in this game, each team finished with 13 turnovers here this afternoon at Salt Lake Community College. So South Sevier has their season come to an end as Enterprise moves on to day 3. They'll play for 5th and 6th. They'll play the winner of Millard and APA West Valley. Those 2 teams square off next here at the Lifetime Activity Center at Salt Lake Community College. This has been the Sunrise Engineering post-game show, creating solutions at work and relationships that last. Learn more at sunrise-eng.com. Curtis, any final thoughts on this one?
Fun season watching both teams, right? We've got to see Enterprise multiple times and South Sevier all year long, and I'm sure a lot of disappointed kids, but that's sports, right? Only one team's going to come away with the title, and I know they wanted it, but both teams could have won it, but not to be this year. But there's other ways to measure success, and you saw the young kids. They're going to be the springboards for both teams next year, and future's bright.
Yes, it is. So that'll do it for us here for this one between South Sevier and Enterprise. Enterprise wins 67-64. Again, they'll play tomorrow for 5th and 6th place at 11:40 here at Salt Lake Community College, and they'll face either Millard or APA West Valley. We'll take the break. Curtis will hop off. Dennis Aldridge will hop on for the Millard APA West Valley game coming up next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network at TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction.